Oh god, it stinks. There's something dead in here. Oh. This place is totally caving in. Oh my god. Oh.
YouTube.com/Sal. Come and join us. Go subscribe now.
What's up, Legion? My name is Sal. It's Halloween night in 2024, and this is another expedition log. Tonight, I would like, if I may, to take you all on a strange journey. A grand exploration into the shadows of 50 years past beneath Crystal City, Virginia, through a grotesque grotto of failed retail and urban decay. To all of you supporting me directly through Patreon and Super Chats, thank you. You made this grand expedition possible. For anyone looking to acquire ExLog merch, you can do it on salvatoreamadeo.com. Just shoot me an email with the name and serial number of the item you wish to attain. "50 ExLogs ago, I covered an urban subterranean mall which I thought could never close. It services the entire DC metro area with its own metro station and provides shelter against inclement weather across a city. But this mall is closing, and I'd like to show you all its final days in operation from top to bottom, including tours of the hidden, abandoned, and condemned sections that I failed to gain access to last time. We're going deep in this one, folks. So grab a handful of Halloween candy and get something to drink. For your consideration, I'd like you all to come take one final walk with me through the Crystal City Underground Mall outside of Arlington, Virginia. But first, a word from our sponsors. Halloween Safety by Toms River, New Jersey, former Chief of Police Rich Clement, and the benefits of Pa's makeup kits as seen in the Bollywood cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller. Enjoy.
There's one magical, haunted evening each year when all the scary creatures come out to prowl through every neighborhood. But here's the scariest monster of all. It's usually easy to shorten brooms. Whoops! Ow, that hurts. Some special Halloween sacks are treated with reflective material when they're made. Most people put sharp or hard objects in candy and apples, or put something on fruit or gum that could make you sick if you eat it. And everyone enjoys a good joke or riddle, so keep your jokes funny.
What you guys eat for breakfast?
What?
A Halloween.
Oh, you think you need a mask to disguise yourself? You can simply not wear a mask.
This morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon rose, he turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kits.
Tonight has been a magical night. We saw a scary monster changed into a beautiful, happy, and safe little princess. How about you? Will you follow the lead of the little princess and have a safe and super Halloween this year?
Welcome back to Crystal City, Virginia. I last covered this place 3 years ago, in 2020 in ExLog 75, and while it was struggling then, it still had some life left in it, and the pending opening of Amazon's HQ2, and I couldn't imagine that we would ever see the day that this mall would have an actual closing date. If you want a full historical account of this mall, please go check out my previous episode, ExLog 75, which I'll link to right now. In this episode, I'll be providing an abridged version of the history betwixt in-camera narration and observational comments. But I'd also like to mourn the death of one of my favorite malls on planet Earth by reciting another one of my favorite poems by Edgar Allan Poe throughout this episode. All right, I'm gonna keep looking for maps as we go here, because last time it was super confusing. So this is where we are. We entered over here. We entered over here. So we're gonna leave here and see what's going on outside there. Planning for this mall began back in the 1960s, when Robert H. Smith was looking to develop land which would service workers in DC, and specifically right near the Pentagon. Smith's first project was an apartment building in this area, which he named the Crystal House. Let's see if we can actually get back in here. Okay, so that's open. Okay, so just to keep everyone aligned here, so we went into the 2100 Crystal Drive entrance, and there are another set of shops. Last time I was here, I'm pretty sure that was open, but they were doing work on the place when I was here last 3 or 4 years ago. I forget what it was. But they did set a closing date for all of the tenants at Crystal City, the shops at Crystal City. Yeah, so we're traversing, I think, 20th Street. And then over that way, that's where the other set of shops are. And all this stuff is just empty. Look at this. I mean, this was supposed to be totally thriving. I just don't see anything happening here. It feels kind of surreal. There's just nothing happening here. So this is the area that the brand new Amazon HQ is supposed to totally revitalize, right outside of the Pentagon. We're in Crystal City right now, and it just doesn't seem like it worked. It seems like the place is just completely barren. Okay, so we are looking for the shops at 1750. That's what we're looking for here. So I see a sign over there for 1770. We're gonna keep going straight. Shops at 1750, let's see. Mr. Smith's firm would add to their development through the 1960s with the Crystal Towers and the Crystal Gateway, and a brand new subterranean shopping mall that would serve as a tunnel system from one side of the city to the other, similar to the underground path complex in Toronto that was developed around the same time in the 1960s and early 70s. That's not shops. Construction for the Crystal Mall began in the mid-1970s and would feature a soft opening in September of 1976 with early access to the tunnels. 1 year later, on July 1, 1977, the Crystal Mall celebrated its grand opening and ribbon-cutting dedication, touted as a, quote, turn-of-the-century shopping village, close quote, with over 40 stores and a senior anchor, Jill F's. Serving as junior anchors were a Larimer's grocery store and a drug fair. There was even the, quote, antique alley for local artists to display and sell their work. The entire place was designed to be a street underneath the street. The walkways were lined with beautiful tiles, and there was antique stained glass lining all of the storefronts. And there were so many places that opened at grand opening in 1977 that remained there for nearly 50 years. And later on in the episode, when I revisit this place in its closing days, you'll see some signs for stores that closed saying that they're sorry they couldn't stay open and thanking their local patrons for 40 to 50 years of business. That's pretty rare.
This is where we came the last time for all the Halloween stuff. Here's this makeshift window that I just totally didn't realize was there. They cut that out of the drywall. Didn't sound good. There's always a massage joint, no matter how bougie it looks. Okay, we'll definitely go into that Halloween party place again at the end of our tour here. We'll definitely go back in there. Final days. Man, there's always one. Look at this. Okay, tell me if any of you would get a massage here. It's that way. The relaxation station. Let's see if they're still open. Because they're like cockroaches. They survive anything. Let's see. I'm just seeing it. Everything is closing. I was just surprised to see you're still. Are you staying open?
Yeah, still.
You're gonna, what's your last day?
Probably maybe this week.
This week?
Maybe more 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay.
To Ulalume, a ballad by Edgar Allan Poe. The skies they were ashen and sober. The leaves they were crisped and sere. The leaves they were withering and sere. It was night in the lonesome October of my most immemorial year. It was hard by the dim lake of Auber in the misty mid-region of Weir. It was down by the dank tarn of Auber in the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir.
So let's reorient ourselves here. So, all right, these are the Crystal City shops. Okay, so we're here. It looks like we came this way. So all this stuff that was to our right, that's all the stuff that's been redeveloped. But here's the entire directory from when everything was open. You can imagine just how much stuff used to be here and just how there's nothing here now. Let's just go this way. Yeah, this way is pretty familiar. I believe this is that long corridor. That's over to 12th Street. Yeah, there's the 12th Street sign. Yeah, this is that corridor. I remember this from last time. Let's traverse. Now, long ass hallways everywhere. And there's another one. That guy's been walking for like 40 minutes of this thing. You got this, dude. Okay, that's where we just came from. That's where we saw the 12th Street sign. And it looks like this one has a little skylight atrium action going on. And it's raining outside. I had no idea. As a matter of fact, I have no cell phone reception in here. I only had like my satellite signal. But this is super cool. Look at the old brick. The vaulted skylight. Oh, awesome. Oh, look at that old brick. How cool is that? So we're all the way on the other side now. So this is the very end. And we're inside, I think this is the Clark Street apartments, possibly offices or professional offices or medical. Yeah, there's a medical office sign right there. Okay, so we went all the way down the other side of the shops at 1750 Crystal Drive, and now we are in like this apartment. It's like a medical office, professional office building. So we're just gonna go to the end here, then we're gonna hang a Yui, and we're gonna go all the way back to these shops at 1750, and then keep going to 2100 Crystal Drive. So here we are at the end. This is the 1215 South Clark Street exit here. And back into purgatory. The 9th ring of retail hell is that way. God.
Here once through an alley titanic of Cyprus I roamed with my soul. Of Cyprus with Psyche, my soul. These were days when my heart was volcanic as the scoriac rivers that roll. As the lavas that restlessly roll their sulphurous currents down Yannick in the ultimate climbs of the pole, that groan as they roll down Mount Yannick in the realms of the boreal pole.
Or no, what? Hold up. Okay, so this is the alley shops. But now I'm seeing a sign down here for the shops at 1750. So what are we doing? Wait, what? What? Okay, so this says Crystal City Shops at 1750. What? Crystal City Shops at 1750, and I'm seeing a sign here for that? I don't understand. Oh God.
Our talk had been serious and sober, but our thoughts, they were palsied and sear. Our memories were treacherous and sear. For we knew not the month was October, and we marked not the night of the year. Ah, night of all nights in the year. We noted not the dim lake of Auber, though once we had journeyed down here. We remembered not the dank tarn of Auber, nor the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir.
Oh my God, look at that. Yeah, I don't think this is something we can get into. That's just the pool. Probably gross. Okay, so some automatic door just opened, and now I'm in like the back rooms. I have no idea where I am here. I haven't seen this before. Where the hell is this going? Oh, nice. Oh, Jesus.
And now, as the night was senescent and star dials pointed to morn, as the star dials hinted of morn, at the end of our path, a liquescent and nebulous luster was born, out of which a miraculous crescent arose with a duplicate horn. Astarte's bediamonded crescent, distinct with its duplicate horn. And I said, she is warmer than Dion. She rolls through an ether of sighs. She revels in a region of sighs. She has seen the tears are not dry on these cheeks where the worm never dies, and has come past the stars of the lion to point us the path to the skies, to the Lethean peace of the skies, come up in despite of the lion, to shine on us with her bright eyes, come up through the lair of the lion with love in her luminous eyes.
These are all the massage parlor pamphlets. What? Where did I wind up? Oh my God, where the hell is this taking me? Is this just out back into the mall? Yeah, this is just right back into that center. Okay. Okay, so that door back there takes us back into the center concourse area. And the door that opened for me, there was some other guy that went in. And I think he had like a key or something to open it. And I was just near the door, so. All right. Okay, I don't know what's back here. This is probably just stairwell. Jesus. Oh my God. This is as sketchy as it gets. Holy shit. Okay, is this it? God, it smells like piss. This is probably just or garage. God damn. Okay, garage. Okay, so obviously this is just a garage stairwell. So I'm gonna hoof it all the way back up these stairs. I have cobwebs all over my arm now. Let's explore more of those back rooms until we go back into the main concourse of the mall.
As I was exploring around Crystal City, it felt like every staircase led to a garage. Every time I went into what looked like this big liminal space, it wound up in a garage. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe some big abandoned concourse, which I did find later in this episode, but it felt like everywhere I turned, there was a garage or a staircase to some office building.
Okay. Oh, that's the atrium. That's the center court atrium. Okay. And this is where that's where I just came from. Let's go back in. We can open this door. Sketchy, man. Let's go back into this corridor. This door's loud. Here we are. So let's go back down here. Let's see. I didn't bring a flashlight, so even if any of these doors were open, I don't think we could really see anything in there. Not that there's probably much to see. But when we were here 3 years ago, I was super curious what it looked like on the other side of all that drywall that Clark Construction put up. And this is exactly what's behind here. So now we know. Just a bunch of kind of grimy looking remnants of the mall's past. And a bunch of liminal space. Let's keep going deeper. Okay, that goes to the mall. Look at this. What a, nothing. Storage. Nothing. I'm not even gonna try to open that. Okay, so this is all still stuff that, I don't know what the hell this is even for. And you know what, I'm keeping all this in. Just for you, Charles. Charles, this is for you. The episode's length is just for you, Charles. Enjoy. Okay, so that's the door that opened to let us into that area. And it was locked before, so that guy who let us in before, he used his key and that's why we were in there, so you can't get in there. So it looks like that super rad red neon light that was here a few years ago when I first made the video on this place, that's gone. As a matter of fact, most of the stuff that was here when I was here last is gone. There's nothing here. There's really nothing here. But there is this elevator and I'm gonna try and use it this time. Let's go. All right, let's see. Damn, okay. Here's the engineer's office. Goes over there. It's locked. Looks gross in there.
Through the 1970s, the 80s, and into the 90s, the Crystal Mall went relatively unchanged. This place has served mainly as a metro station since the year it opened in 1977, and it only grew more robust with the construction of all the offices, condos, and hotels directly above this very place. The Crystal Mall was supported by robust pedestrian traffic from locals, along with tourists staying in town while they visited DC. Then there were all of the commuters taking the metro and flying in from all over the world. On one end of Crystal City is the Pentagon, which has over 20,000 military and civilian employees inside that one building. On the other end of Crystal City is Reagan National Airport, and with all of that traffic nearby, one couldn't imagine a sheltered retail concourse like this ever failing. The Crystal Mall thrived through the 1990s, and it wouldn't see any changes until the new millennium, and even then, these changes that it saw were completely out of its control and due to a recession. But just take this Marriott, for example. The amount of people just staying in this one hotel that have a direct concourse underneath of the street to the Crystal City shops. Just having a mall that services one hotel is incredible, but there's multiple transportation hubs along with multiple hotels and office buildings that the Crystal City Underground services. It's incredible to me the potential amount of money that this place could possibly generate, and that it failed so hard.
This stuff here, we saw what was on the other side of that. That's all the Clark construction offices and that yellow corridor. Instead of going that way towards the Halloween place, we're gonna end there. But we're gonna take a right and go around and then hit the next tunnel that goes this way towards the 2100 Crystal Drive shops.
But Psyche, uplifting her finger, said, "Sadly, this star I mistrust. Her pallor I strangely mistrust. Oh, hasten. Oh, let us not linger. Oh, fly, let us fly, for we must." In terror, she spoke, letting sink her wings till they trailed in the dust. In agony, sobbed, letting sink her plumes till they trailed in the dust, till they sorrowfully trailed in the dust.
Okay, so here's another map so we can reorient ourselves. So this is where we are now. We were We just came back from the Marriott. So this was the tunnel to the Marriott Hotel. We went all the way up here, and that way, they showed the Taylor symbol, but that Taylor was super closed. And we actually went over here to this apartment complex, and we traversed down here. All these shops here, these are outward facing exterior tenants with access on Crystal Drive. There's nothing here. This was where we saw the dentist, the pool areas in here, and then we went back this way and saw that big yellow concourse in here. And now we're here. And I have to pee, so I'm gonna go down and take a break in the restroom. And these doors, these wooden doors, man. Nice. I think I checked this last time. No, there's no dial tone. And that thing is disgusting. I probably just got Ebola. Oh my God. Okay, there's restrooms that way. There's restrooms that way. There's restrooms that way. There's just restrooms all over the place. Oh. Hey. Okay. Let's see what happens. I might get stuck. Who knows? I can't pass it up. Oh God. Holy shit. Lobby. 3, 2. Okay, lobby works. Okay, those are the Crystal City shops. Let's see what's up here. What is this? Oh, this is just the lobby of the office building. I don't know where it's gonna put me. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, okay, this is just that area that I saw earlier. All right, we just did like a little time traveling here. And we got bathrooms in here. Okay, that makes more sense. We just took that elevator up, went down the other side. So I just had to pee really bad, and I realized that I have my boxers on the wrong way. They're on backwards. God, I'm so stupid. Yikes. Oh my God. Oh. Open. Oh, shit. What goes on back here? Oh, this is just the loading dock. Is this all the kiosks? These are all the kiosks. Okay, so we're in the loading dock right now. And, you know, there's nothing going on here. It looks like they have a bunch of stuff from the mall, like kiosk stuff. But we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going all the way back to the shops at 2100. Down all of this incredible liminal space. I feel like the ceiling was lower. Oh, there was a lower part of the ceiling. Ugh. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that? Okay, so DC is known for their crazy escalators that are super steep. We're gonna go down. This one is the least steep one I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. This is the most anticlimactic thing I've ever done on my channel. Okay, and we're just in a metro station. It looks like every other one I went to when I went to college in DC. Oh, but come on, the metro station looks so cool. Look at this.
In one of my next episodes, I'm planning to do a tour of the DC Metro, like the whole thing, up and down, with stops at Union Station, Georgetown, Pentagon City, and even back through here at Crystal City if I can still get in. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd be down with or into, or if you're absolutely against the idea and it disgusts you. There's tons of super liminal spaces along the metro lines and some fantastic architecture and strikingly dead retail that I'd love to show you. When I did my undergrad in DC, the metro was my lifeline to the outside world, and I really want to show these places to all of you. So let me know down in the comments or on my social media if you want that for one of my next episodes. Links for everything are down below, but the best way to get a hold of me is through my Discord server, home of DMod. Just go to discord.gg/DMod to join.
Okay, so we have a bunch more long tunnels to go through, and I'm not going to bore all of you with that, but I will check in with the Cinetic Theater to see if they're still open before we get to the shops at 2100. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to bore you with this, Charles. Charles, this is just for you. Okay, so we have another map here. So we are there. We just finished at the 1700 shops, and this is the 1550 Crystal Drive Apartments. We're underneath of 18th Street right now, and we are going to cross over this whole area, which is just a gigantic concourse, a huge tunnel. We're going to get back to 20th Street to the next entrance to the shops at 2100. That's the super long concourse. Let's go. It's always so sad when I see this billboard inside of malls. Because it really is an epic fail. Because check this out. Oh man, is that their last show? They're doing Hamlet? I wonder if that's their last show.
I just wanted to take a second to talk about the Cinetic Theater. While Hamlet was their first production back in 2002, it definitely is not their last. The Cinetic Theater troupe is going to continue performing at places like the Thomas Jefferson Community Theater and Theater on the Run in Arlington, which is about a 10-minute drive west of here in Crystal City at the Underground. You can find their full schedule and buy tickets online at cinetictheater.org. They have some fantastic shows coming up, and they've been reviewed in national newspapers to great acclaim. So I really do highly suggest, if you're in the area or even if you're out of the area, go see one of their shows. Once again, you can find their full schedule and buy tickets online at cinetictheater.org.
Okay, so the area that we're in right now, this is like the valet parking area for the Crystal City Marriott. We're gonna go back down to where the Cinetic Theater is, because I really do want to go back to that Halloween store and see what they've got going on in there, because this Halloween 2024 Halloween ExLog special, the 3-year anniversary of my episode, which was my last episode was ExLog 75, I believe, on Crystal City. Here we are, 50 episodes later. They are working on wow, they are really working on stuff here. So this is the Marriott. And you know what? The shop entrance, I believe, is right over there. So in the vein of just staying inside the mall, we're gonna go back towards the Cinetic Theater, back in. I said I wasn't gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it, because the shops are over there, I believe. And there's just so much stuff that's run down. We gotta come back up here. I just want to make sure we can walk the entire concourse. Okay, so the new plan, I'm just shifting plans because I'm seeing all this stuff that's closed and being worked on. We're gonna go back down in through the Cinetic Theater, which does look like it's still open and it's got a show coming up. We're gonna go back down into the mall so that we can stay in the concourse and just see the rest of it. Let's go. Wonder why they blocked this off. Back in. I think I can get back in. Can I? Yes. Okay. Oh, it's so hot in here. Okay, so now we've just walked from up here to down here, so we're coming up to 20th Street where we're approaching the shops at 2100. Okay, so here is another entrance to the Marriott. And that's the entrance to the garage, I guess, for the Marriott. And somebody died in there, I guess. Jesus. What? Okay, so we just came from that end of this corridor, which is where the Cinetic Theater resides. Then there's another office building off this way. And up these stairs, we have the shops at 2100. But it looks like we have to go outside. Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, so I think we have to go back into this building here to get to the 2100 shops. Hopefully we can get in. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll see. These pictures are so old. Oh my God. Who plays chess anymore? What? Kidding. I need to learn how to play chess. Hey, buddy.
I replied, "This is nothing but dreaming. Let us on by this tremulous light. Let us bathe in this crystalline light. Its Sibylic splendor is beaming with hope and in beauty tonight. See, it flickers up the sky through the night. Ah, we safely may trust to its gleaming, and be sure it will lead us aright. We safely may trust to a gleaming that cannot but guide us aright, since it flickers up to heaven through the night."
There's another massage joint.
Into the 2000s, as the US Department of Defense was filling millions of square feet of office space in Crystal City, enhancements were being made to Crystal City's infrastructure to support all of this new DoD traffic. Part of these changes was to widen the roads, and as a result, access to parts of the Crystal Mall were blocked off. It was around this time that the mall was officially renamed to the Shops at Crystal City. And while there was an impending recession that was about to bring down retail and businesses across the globe, at this time the shops at Crystal City were doing pretty well. There was tons of traffic from all of the locals, from the hotels, from the transportation hubs, from the DoD. and the place was killing it. It was thriving. And once again, the amount of potential money here is staggering.
Okay, so here's our final map check, I think. So this is obviously where we are, and we just went through this whole concourse, and we had the stairwells up to the street level here and there. We already checked out over here. This was the professional building that had the pretty awesome brickwork. Sorry, we came in here, went out this way, walked into the garage, or we went across through this alleyway into the garage here. We found our way into the building here, went over here, all the way over here, and now we came all the way back over to here. Okay, so we're gonna FO back into these shops at 1750 so we can end this entire tour through the Halloween shop, because I love Halloween. It's like one of my favorite times of year.
At this point in our grand expedition during that day, my phone died while I was filming. So I went back to my truck to let it charge for a bit, and I poked around across the street from the shops at Crystal City to see if I could show all of you the shops at the Century building. That place is locked up tight, but from what I saw on maps and recent architectural drawings, there's not much to see but an empty white corridor. If any of you live there, or work there, or have access inside, I'd love to see what the shops at the Century building look like. If you can share pictures with me on my social media or my Discord server, I really would like to see what's going on in there, if anything. Once again, links to all of my social media and my Discord server are down below in all of my video descriptions.
Welcome to Fall Party! Woo-hoo!
Hi there. Oh. Ugh. Huh. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh, he's adorable. Hey, buddy. Oh, look at you. I'm taking you home.
You have a YouTube channel?
Sal, S-A-L. If you just do the @ sign and then just type Sal, that's me.
Okay, right on.
Look me up. New video coming out for this place in October.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Be good. All right, so this store puts every Spirit Halloween to shame. They are the best. Well, anyway, everyone, I just wanted to show you all the Crystal City shops again. And, one last time before everyone moves out and the place is going to get redeveloped. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me show you just the rest of this place really quick. What am I doing?
God, I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. Marna made me do that. Right now, in this part of my expedition, I was just looking for my truck. I couldn't find it. But once I got over to my truck, I started looking around again, and I gained access to part of the mall that I wasn't able to see last time, that I was dying to show all of you. So stick with me here. I still have some really cool stuff to show you.
Best hidden subterranean mall ever. It's shocking how little there is going on in this city, with Amazon apparently having taken over.
I kept going back and forth with how I wanted to handle my expedition on my way back to the shops at 2100. I didn't know if the place was still going to be open because it was getting kind of late in the day, and I wanted to make sure that I could show you anything that I might find along the way. So I made my way back in through the Cinetic Theater and then back out to the street level. But whenever I see something shiny, and by shiny I mean decayed and liminal looking, I have to go explore it. So I saw this random incandescent bulb and I had to go in to check it out. But I definitely completely wrecked on the stairs as I was going down and killed my back. It hurt so much.
Alright, what the hell is down there? That would hurt the back. Yeah, not worth it though, just for a parking garage. What? Okay, I'm still trying to find my car. Oh, that hurt. That really hurt. That's when I just almost died on that thing here. I didn't see it. Here it is. That's the mall. Right there. You never would have known. Okay, so 717. Now you can't get in. Now you can't get in. There it is. So at this point, I'm just trying to find my truck. I'm pretty sure I know where it is, but we're also going to take a look at the outside of this because you can't get back into the shops, at least on the entrance that I just tried. So this is what the street outside of the shops at Crystal City look like. There's Lockheed, Talus. Yeah, there's Lockheed up there. There's a McCormick and Schmick's. I mean, all high-end restaurants. All right, there's another entrance. Let me try and get back in because I think we have to cross back over. Oh, I never saw that entrance. Bet you it's closed. That looks super closed. But I think I just have to cross to get to the other side. Is this locked? Nope. That's the door down there that we couldn't get in. So this is basically the main concourse for the mall. Here's the main staircase again, one of them, one of two. Right now you should be able to see the lights a little better up there. Beautiful.
The shops at Crystal City were yet another casualty of the recession from 2007 to 2008. Government contracts expired, private businesses shuttered, air traffic waned, and floor after floor of office space would vacate Crystal City, just like so many other cities during the recession. Just like these businesses, everyday people just didn't have money to spend in any of these shops. But as we navigated across the recession, the shops at Crystal City would change hands for the first time from the Smith family over to Vornado Realty. It was a burgeoning time for the tech industry as well, and Crystal City was slowly becoming an East Coast Silicon Valley into the mid-2010s. The New York Times ran an editorial about Crystal City, touting its nascent success in courting tech firms into its arms, showing a sharp incline of young professionals to the area and a full reboot to businesses in its city. At the time, Vornado president Mitchell Shear compared Crystal City to Brooklyn, New York, with its influx of young money and talented nerds. With all of the growth in the tech industry throughout the US, on September 7, 2017, Jeff Bezos announced that Amazon.com would be searching for a new home for its headquarters. And right now, I'm looking for a way into this structure. And I did find that way in. It was wide open and I didn't touch a thing. Let me show you what's inside there. Check this out.
Jesus. What the hell is this? Oh, that's creepy. That is creepy. Alright, hold on. I'm just gonna close you right back up. Oh, yeah. Balls. Where the hell am I? Oh. Doubt it. That's terrifying.
This structure was clearly not meant to be walked through. The ceiling was actively caving in. You can see it. And it's pretty clear why they condemned this building. If I were the owners, and if the owners are listening, I would have absolutely locked this place up super tight, because the day I filmed, I was looking for my truck and I just stumbled in here. I had no clue what I was looking for. Sure, I was looking to see the inside of the garage, but I genuinely just stumbled in here as I was looking for my truck, and I was like, whoops.
That's the proximity sensor. There are cops all over the place out there. Something you can't. I don't think you can see out. No, there's no way to see out there. Oh god, it stinks. There's something dead in here. Oh. Okay, so this will be our final map check. Right here, that's where the post office was. That's where we ended the tour and went outside. That's where I said there's no more mall left. I was mistaken, because this is where we are right now, and this is what's been closed to the public. This is like dangerous in here. Like the structure is obviously unsafe, and that's probably why they condemned it. This place is totally caving in. Oh my god. Oh. Jesus.
Thus I pacified Psyche and kissed her, and tempted her out of her gloom, and conquered her scruples and gloom. And we passed to the end of the vista, but were stopped by the door of a tomb, by the door of a legended tomb. And I said, "What is written, sweet sister, on the door of this legended tomb?" She replied, "Ulalume, Ulalume, 'tis the vault of thy lost Ulalume." Then my heart, it grew ashen and sober as the leaves that were crisped and sere, as the leaves that were withering and sere. And I cried, it was surely October on this very night of last year that I journeyed down here, that I brought a dread burden down here. On this night of all nights in the year, oh, what demon has tempted me here? Well, I know now, this dim lake of Auber, this misty mid-region of Weir. Well, I know now, this dank tarn of Auber, in the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir. Said we, then the two, then. Ah, can it have been that the woodlandish ghouls, the pitiful, the merciful ghouls, to bar up our way, and to ban it from the secret that lies in these wolds, from the thing that lies hidden in these wolds, had drawn up the specter of a planet from the limbo of lunary souls, this sinfully scintillant planet from the hell of the planetary souls?
I'll see you all. Happy Halloween, everybody. Bye!
There's just a giant spider web. I really hope I can get back out of that. This is just a garage. Okay, this is just garage, and it's all fenced off. And this is exactly what we were looking to get into. I don't know if I can get back in here though. Let me see. Okay, it doesn't look like it's locked. Let's go for it. All right. Okay, I'm not going to turn my flashlight on because there are a ton of police vehicles right outside here. This is creepy. But this is exactly where I was looking to get into. Okay, can't see anything. And even if I had a flashlight, I wouldn't put it on now, but we can get a better look outside. Okay, this place is creepy as all hell, and there are cops like around the entire place right now, so I am going to try to get out of here. Oh, what is that? Oh, this is all the old signage. For the old Hotel Americana. Cool.
Don't worry about Marna. I rescued her and she's safe. But I didn't feel safe in this building. And if anything can fill your bones with that Halloween spirit, it's getting trapped inside of a condemned, collapsing garage with what seemed to be dozens of police vehicles sitting directly outside. I legitimately thought that I tripped some sort of proximity sensor and that a bunch of cops were just waiting for me to exit. So I tried looking for the stealthiest way I could find out of here, and seemed to keep finding doors closing and locking behind me.
Okay, now like for real, we're gonna go back through this abandoned corridor. Hopefully I can get in. Hopefully there's not like cops in there waiting for me, because they are legitimately right next to this. Look. This is where the cops are, right here. That's where we have to go in. And I can't really see in the windows. I don't know if there's people walking around inside there now. Okay, so I found this piece of fence that's been moved, and my phone's at 10%. I'm hoping that we can get out of here, because right now I am basically locked in this like abandoned garage with police right outside. All right, cool. Okay, so that was the area that I was just in. That's the abandoned part that I had to like shimmy a piece of the fence to get through, and the cops are over there. I don't know if I can get out of here. I don't know. Okay, so I just got through this door, but there's no way back. This is reminding me of Landmark all over again. And there's no way out of this side. That's sealed. That's my only way. God, it stinks in here like piss and vomit. Oh, it just goes outside. Okay, so this is on top of the like abandoned garage part. Okay. God, there's still like a ton of police officers over here. Oh my God. God, what the hell is going on over here? So right now we found our way back on top of the abandoned part of the garage. This is where I was looking to get the whole time, and here we are. And now we can have a bird's eye view of whatever the hell is happening with all these police officers. Well, check this out. This is the sign right here. You can see the blue neon sign for the garage right here.
In 2017, Amazon.com spent over a year entertaining prospects for its new HQ2. 230 cities applied for the job, and 230 cities sent their own legislators, local celebrities, and wealthiest business folk to meetings with Amazon executives to convince the company to choose their city. It was also around this time that Vornado and Charles E. Smith merged with Washington, D.C.-based firm JBG in an $8.4 billion deal. The new firm was called JBG Smith, the name you've seen all over the buildings in this video. JBG Smith immediately sat down with Amazon to pitch Crystal City as a contender for their new Amazon HQ2. By 2018, Amazon announced that it would be choosing both Queens, New York, and Crystal City, Virginia as their split headquarters. But just 1 year later, they decided to eliminate plans in New York to focus solely on Virginia as their new HQ. When I first visited here in 2020, Amazon.com only had temporary workspaces, and Clark Construction, who was the general contractor hired for this gigantic project, they were still working on the permanent spaces. By 2022, the first phase of Amazon's HQ2 in Crystal City was complete, and while its arrival brought the promise of a flourishing tech utopia, it looks like that promise fell flat. Plans for Phase 2 of Amazon's HQ2 in Crystal City have since been delayed. By May of 2024, it was announced that the Crystal City Underground Mall, or the shops at Crystal City, would be permanently closing at the end of October of the same year. Well, I visited the mall at the end of October in 2024, just 1 month after the footage you just watched, to find, unsurprisingly, countless shuttered storefronts with the most depressing printed out signs that showed when the stores were closing and where they would be moving to. Thanks for nothing, Amazon. While 99% of the mall was already vacated by the time I filmed the footage you're looking at right now, it appears you still do have some time until the end of 2024 to walk the concourses if you are so inclined. And if you're in the area, I would really definitely recommend seeing this place before it's possibly shuttered for good.
November 2021. Apparently that was supposed to be demolished by now. Whatever was supposed to be demolished is behind that drywall down there. Good. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, go walk through. Go ahead, yeah. That's the shot, man. Pedestrian traffic. Last time, they're closing anyway. So it's the end of October 2024, and I just saw that the shops at 2100, they're all closed, and that whole arcade, that concourse is closing. But let's go in here to see if we can get into the other side, 1750. Okay, so the Total Party that's been here for years, their last day is on December 31st of this year. So after that, there won't be anything left in here. The Garden Fantasy back here, their last day is Tuesday. And other than that, I don't believe there's anything else in here now. There's a nail salon over here. Okay, so it does look like they're closing December 24th, and they're relocating. So most of these places are relocating to like L'Enfant Plaza or other places around the area. So while the majority of the stores, 90-something% of the stores are gone at this point, it looks like the official day that everyone has to be out is December 31st. So yeah, there's nothing here. There's just nothing left here. It's empty.
I'd like to thank all of you for watching my video and spending your Halloween evening with me. The Shops at Crystal City is a mall that I never thought could face permanent closure. Frankly, though, I think the concourses will stay open past 2025. The retail portion will undoubtedly get boarded up, but all the tunnels still do serve first and foremost as a gateway to multiple transportation and business hubs. And with buildings resting on the street level directly atop these concourses, the effort and cost to demolish the Crystal City Underground would be astronomical and catastrophic. I don't see the tunnels ever closing, but its time serving as retail is over. Thanks especially to my patrons and elite explorers who support my channel directly. Every cent you donate, either through super chats or from purchases made on my website or from your pledges on Patreon, they all go right back into this series. I've got huge plans for this channel all the way through 2030 with the footage already filmed, so please stay tuned. But I do need to bring up the following. In the past few weeks, I've been doing daily ExLog shorts that have been met with varied reactions. If you're into these shorts, or if you absolutely despise them, you've got to let me know down in the comments or my social media. Let me know what you think of these things. To be honest, editing these ExLog shorts, it gives me something to do while I'm running at the gym, and they're just fun to make. And they only take me about an hour to produce after filming. I'm always going to prioritize my long-form content, the ExLog Prime episodes like the one that we're watching right now, over everything on my channel. These fully produced episodes are my passion. The ExLog Prime is my passion, and I can't wait to produce the next 50 episodes for all of you. Once again, happy Halloween, everyone. Make sure you check your candy for razor blades and drugs and poison, and to wear reflective tape around your face when you walk around with your costume in the street at night. I'll be back soon with ExLog 128 as I keep exploring the malls and derelict locations around my new home in Northern Virginia. But until then, please stay safe and spooky out there, Legion. Take care of yourselves and have a phantasmagoric night.
There's one magical, haunted evening each year when all the scary creatures come out to prowl through every neighborhood. But here's the scariest monster of all. It's usually easy to shorten brooms. Whoops! Ow, that hurts. Some special Halloween sacks are treated with reflective material when they're made. Most people put sharp or hard objects in candy and apples, or put something on fruit or gum that could make you sick if you eat it. And everyone enjoys a good joke or riddle, so keep your jokes funny.
What you guys eat for breakfast?
What?
A Halloween sack.
Oh, you think you need a mask to disguise yourself? You can simply not wear a mask.
This morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon rose, he turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kits.
Tonight has been a magical night. We saw a scary monster changed into a beautiful, happy, and safe little princess. How about you? Will you follow the lead of the little princess and have a safe and super Halloween this year?